In this video, I want to talk about stocks, companies to own in a market decline. If for some reason we enter a correction and the S&P 500 is down 10, 15%, or we even enter a bear market, what kind of companies is it good to have in your portfolio? My quick answer to this, the TLDR, is companies that have done buybacks in the past and companies that have a philosophy of doing buybacks. Buybacks, in case you don't know what it is, it's you use the cash flows you produce. You use this cash to buy back your own shares, so you reduce the number of shares outstanding. And AutoZone is a great example of this. This is in a company in the auto part business, and this is a fantastic company because, they have a moat. You don't have a lot of players in the industry, big players. This is a fragmented industry. They are okay with their market share, and this is a company that is growing the revenue. Look at this, AutoZone, growing the revenue up and to the right, growing the net income up and to the right, and you have an acceleration since 2019. They have some debt, I agree with you, and they use some of the debt and some of the cash flows that they produce. Look at this is the free cash flow to do buybacks. Okay, let me explain how this chart works. Here in this chart, you see the buyback in green. So in 2013, they bought back 7% of their shares. 2014, they bought back 6% of their shares. And you see that over the years, this number of shares is declining, completely declining. So in 2018, they bought back 7% of their shares. 2018, 19, like a lot. And 2021, 2022, when people were panicking, what will be the world after COVID? What will be the situation? Well, AutoZone had a simple plan. They don't plan to do major acquisitions. They have small international operations, but they have nothing to do with the cash. So they just generate a lot of cash flows and they do buybacks. In 2021, they bought back 9% of their shares. In 2022, they bought back 9% of their shares. In 2023, 6% of their shares. 2024, 5% of their shares. And when the stock is declining for some reason, they even increased the buybacks. So if in the next few months the stock is down 15%, for some reason, you can bet that management will take all the cash they have and do buybacks. Take advantage of the volatility to do buybacks. And I took this example of AutoZone because they have been doing this for 20 years now. I came back to the oldest annual reports of this company, and this company has bought back more than 90% of their total amount of shares they had a few decades ago. So this is definitely the philosophy of the company. That's the culture of the company. The culture of the company is not to be aggressive with the acquisitions with a lot of debt. No. The culture of the company is to be very good at producing their services, products, and do buybacks. By the way, if you're looking for a complete framework to analyze stocks and build a strong portfolio, I have a coaching program. More on that at the end of the video. And about the debt, by the way, they have $12 billion of debt and they produce $2 billion of free cash flow. Yeah, you can pay off your debt in 6 years. But this is a tricky industry, so sometimes you have leases. It's not some real debt. And have another example for you. It's AutoNation. You see a similar move. You see that they have consistently bought back their shares. And you see some big spikes here. Look at this. In 2021, this company has repurchased 25% of their shares. In 2022, this company has repurchased 24% of their shares in 1 year. So in 2 years, you bought back 50% of your stocks. Another example is Williams Sonoma. Williams Sonoma is doing the same thing. When the stock is down, they increase buybacks. Look at the stock price. In 2021, it was like a local top, and then in 2022, it declined. And let me share with you, they do consistent buybacks all day long, all the years. And then in 2022, they did buybacks, like 5% of the shares bought back. In 2023, 8%. when the stock is trading down and you have a temporary decline, they increase the buybacks. And I'm telling this, I'm making this video because for some reason stocks will experience corrections. You will have some bear markets. You want to invest in companies that will seize the opportunities, that will take advantage of the opportunities and will rebound much more sharply, because if you do buybacks smartly, like at a cheap price, that is accretive to your EPS, earnings per share. If you look at the formula to calculate the earnings per share, you get the net income and you divide it by the number of shares. If you reduce the number of shares, you reduce your denominator. That boosts the earnings per share. And at the end of the day, in the very long term, stock prices follow earnings per share. So these buyback kings are accretive to the EPS. Their culture, their strategy is boosting the earnings per share in the very long term. And it's exactly the kind of stocks you want to invest in when you have a market correction.
If you like this content, I have an investing coaching program. In this program, you will learn a complete investing process. You will learn how to find good stock ideas, how to properly value stocks, when to buy, when to sell, so that you can build a strong portfolio. Additionally, you will have access to my personalized guidance for long-term results. We will do weekly calls where we analyze stocks together, and you will have access to my private number available 24/7 for full support. If you are blocked, if you have any questions, I'm here to help. Click the first link in the description to get more information. You will get a video that explains how everything works completely for free. No need to sign up, no need for your email address. Just click the first link in the description and I'll see you on the other side.